You don't really know much about Halloween. You thought no further than the strange custom of having your children wear masks and go out begging for candy. It was the start of the year in our old Celtic lands, and we'd be waiting.
Oh, shit.
I'm
In
not,
our houses of wattles
man,
and clay.
can I just get some candy?
Values would be down, you see.
God damn.
The real and the unreal.
Look, old man, I got like 20 houses I gotta hit. All right?
Halloween.
Cole, that's it. Let's go next door, man.
Still on Halloween. I got my bag out here. We've been waiting for 15 minutes with this story.
Didn't come here for a history lesson. I just want some fucking candy, all right? God damn. Actually, that's the intro to Halloween 3.
Yes.
And now the intro to the Let's Do This Halloween special.
Halloween and make you scream. Right. I love Halloween.
Yeah, people, we are late with the show, but it's only because when I called up co-host, he said, look, Halloween's coming up. I want us to do a really cool Halloween themed show. So you were looking up some research, looking up some material for that, and I thought, that makes sense, man, because I didn't think of that at all. You know me, I was just gonna jump into it, let whatever happens happens.
I was like, let's go record and do whatever. And I was thinking, I wonder if Corey has any Halloween stuff prepared. And I was like, you know what?
I did not.
I had like a shop. I was already like, I was swamped with stuff, but I had a shopping list of things that I thought would be just really cool to talk about. And of course, I was like, you know what? Let's wait. I know that people are going to get upset. People are going to get pissed off, start writing hate mail. But hey, it's going to be fucking worth it because after they listen to the show, they're going to go, God damn, that was fucking awesome. Or they're going to go, man, that sucked. But that next time, put up the story.
They waited for that?
Yeah,
shit. Y'all should have just done it at the last minute. Because that shit felt last minute.
Next time, don't talk about Halloween.
Yeah, that was scary, all right. Scary. Y'all made a very suck-ass show. No, it's...
Get scared that they're not going to have another show. It's terrible. I was going to fire.
Oh man, this feels good though, man. I love Halloween. I
all love Halloween.
Did you ever?
I died for Halloween.
I mean,
kill you for Halloween.
Man, when I was a kid, I was thinking, well, when do you outgrow Halloween? At some point, because the generation before us, or maybe 2 generations before us, I think it kind of. The last generation was that was the one that was evolving into what a Halloween is now. But it used to be just a kids thing.
Oh yeah.
Kids get dressed up, parents stay at home, hand out some candy, everybody's happy.
That's it. Yeah.
And that's it. Mm-hmm. And now it's the adults have taken Halloween away from the kids.
Oh yeah, they have. Yeah, especially in the costume department, because I mean, you open up these costume like when stuff you get in the mail or stuff you can go find.
Yeah.
Where on the front of these costume magazines now are like fucking the sluttiest looking costumes.
Oh,
these chicks,
man.
and the first thing I see is like, oh my god, that's awesome. Hot chicks and slutty ass Halloween costume. Wait, I didn't subscribe to anything like that. Wait a minute, and then I realized, oh, it's an ad for Walmart.
It's a Walmart ad, yeah. So
some hot ass chick in her mid-20s or a teenager dressed up in a fucking slutty ass Iron Man suit.
Yeah, it's some Iron Man suit that's like 5 sizes too small for her.
Right.
Like it's a suit meant for a kid.
Yeah.
And she's wearing it and it's all tight on it and shit, which I
breasts
love.
are popping out. That's great and all, but I'm like, what about the kids?
Fuck them kids. If this is Halloween right here, I love it. I mean, it's true, man. Every year you see more girls dressing up like sluttier and sluttier, man.
Oh, it's like the one season where you can really, with the exception of Comic-Con, where you can see some girls wearing some really nice and slutty outfits and just be okay with it. It's normal now.
It's like, damn, girl, you pretty much wore your lingerie out.
Yeah.
Like shit that you would be embarrassed to wear. Mm-hmm. Isn't it funny how Halloween works? Because people wear some of the craziest shit that you, for example, I've seen people dressed in costumes where they wear their boxers.
Oh, yeah.
And all kind of shit. It's like, it's funny because any other time of the year, people be like, don't look at me,
Hey, remember that one Halloween where we were walking down the street and that guy in that trench coat opened up his trench coat and that crazy costume he had or that crazy costume he didn't have?
Ooh, boy, and I thought I was dressed up crazy. And I know co-host was embarrassed to be around me, but I was doing a lame attempt at trying to be like Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman's going to fit into a lot of this Halloween stuff we're talking about tonight. But I had a lame attempt to dress up like Dennis Rodman. And some guy who was in a trench coat, who was dressed up in a trench coat, a fedora, some shades. Mm-hmm. He said, "Hey, Dennis," and I looked over, And this fool, and it's like some 50-year-old guy, raised up that trench coat, and his nutsack and balls and fucking dick just flopped out.
I know, and I turned around. Okay, the thing is, I think he said, "Hey, baby."
Oh, did he say? Oh,
he said,
Jesus,
"Hey, baby."
man, that's even worse.
Because we both turned around, and I was like, well, I knew he was talking to you, but because you were wearing were you wearing a wig too with that?
No, I wasn't wearing a wig.
It wasn't. Oh, it was just a fedora.
That's
the fedora.
Boa.
The boa.
I had a boa,
boa.
and then there's some necklace on and like makeup and
But
yeah.
You were Dennis Rodman. That's how Dennis Rodman was.
Actually, I just look like a fucking gay guy. That's all.
But that guy goes, "Hey, baby." We turn around and out of nowhere, fucking his dick comes popping out like a jack in a box, like a fucking jack in a box. Like,
I didn't even know how he made that work. Like his trench coat went up.
Yeah.
Like it rose up. I mean, it's almost. How did like his hands were in his pocket or something? But the whole thing, like let's just say his trench coat was on strings, and somebody pulled him up.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
That's exactly right.
And
it felt like we were in the Matrix, only because everything slowed down as far as people walking.
His nuts moved in bullet time.
And nobody saw him. Nobody paid any mind to what he was doing except you and I were focused on him. I was just like,
like nobody gave a shit. We were down on 6th Street.
Yeah.
And that fool, and you know what was so crazy about it is that, I hate to say this, that I vividly remember how those balls and that dick fell out. Because when he raised up his trench coat, apparently it pulled up his nuts and his dick too. So that when his trench coat like went up further, they flopped down.
And right now you can insert the cowbell. Bing, 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 bing.
And I was just like, man, and it's one of those things where you don't have a chance to look away because right when you look over, he's already mid-raise, you know, and it's like, and you just keep staring until like he walks off, and you're just like, and everybody just kept going.
Yeah, nobody paid any mind besides us. I think we looked at each other and we're like, we're just not going to talk about this.
Yeah. So how's your night tonight?
We were just like, what the fuck just happened? And the thing too is that guy, I know he was at least mid-40s probably. He was an old guy. I mean, he looked like somebody's dad.
He looked like, that's what I'm saying. He looked like he was 50-something.
Yeah, he looked like somebody.
Maybe he was 45 or something.
I mean, late 40s at least.
Probably late 40s. Yeah, you're right.
But
anyway. Too fucking old to be out there.
He looked like he was somebody's dad.
Showing me his dick and balls.
I know. I was like, wait, is that Commissioner Gordon? What up? Commissioner Gordon would never do that. No. And I was just like, wow.
That motherfucker, he commissioned something.
I know.
Commissioned us to look at his fucking balls
Never
flying
wear
out.
that costume again.
God. Makes me wonder, you know, and it's one of those situations where you think, did he just do that to me, or has he been doing that to everybody that night?
Beats me, because I mean, the thing is, on 6th Street, there's cops like on every corner. So, I mean, maybe we were his first victims, I guess.
Victims.
We were definitely victims. I know I was after that night.
Yeah, I looked over and I was just like, you know, you're right. Nobody even glanced at him.
They probably thought it was like some stupid costume, like something he just, you know, put on, like
like his balls,
like another pair of pants or something
like his dick and balls were part of that costume.
Because you know what, the thing is, I always hate when I notice like there's a girl or if she looks naked from a distance, then you go and it's like some flesh colored suit she's wearing, and I'm just like, God damn it,
shit!
Either do it or don't do it at all. You got to be committed to the role you're in. All right?
Yeah, get naked.
I get mad. Yeah, like, get over here. I get mad. Tear off that costume. But,
man,
it's crazy.
Yeah, see, shit like that happens on Halloween. You know, anytime, you know, that guy would probably get mad at you if you saw his dick. What are you, fucking gay?
Yeah.
I'm no homo, but that night he didn't mind flashing me and everybody else out there. And girls are like that too, man. They come out there dressed up in like some of the like skankiest things. And any other night you would see them like that, they'd be like, I was violated. But that night, they don't give a fuck.
Oh, no, not at all. And you know what? I know I said this last week, but be patient, people. I tried to use a gallery to put the pictures I got from Comic-Con, because I still have all those pictures. I need to put them up, but people are in for a treat. As far as Halloween ideas, because, you know, I'm like, oh, man, it's been late since the Comic-Con, but there are a lot of ideas that girls dressed up as characters and stuff that I think people are going to enjoy. I'm sorry you're going to have to scroll down on the news page. I tried my best to find like a cool gallery to make it easy for you guys, but
you couldn't find one.
No. I just like you this weekend, I was frustrated with that. So.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
I won't even get into that weekend.
No, we won't. But you know, it's you got something to look forward to. But man, dude, I mean, like I said, Halloween, that is another great thing to look forward to, seeing those girls dressed up.
Oh my God,
awesome costumes.
And let me tell you something. I'm glad to be an adult and can finally make and buy my own costumes.
Oh yeah.
Because we were talking about this. Well, I'll just go ahead and tell you, people. We had our own little horror show here before we tried to record in the spilled studio living room.
That's right.
And it just got way too hot out there, and we had to move.
We need to condemn that place.
Yeah, man, get some fans or something in there, and we had to move back in to the old spot. And while doing that, we lost 20 minutes of the show, which was all of the show at the time. So,
it was awesome.
but before we had to start over, and we were talking in that last show, you had brought up like the masks that are the costumes that you would buy, as your parents would get you as a kid. Mm-hmm. Those fucking plastic costumes, like the costume itself is made out of some cheap hybrid between cloth and plastic.
Yeah, it was more like it was vinyl. They were vinyl costumes. These are costumes you can go and buy at. I remember you can go and buy them at like the grocery store, like H-E-B, and they came in a box to where all you saw in the box was the mask of the character you wanted to be. In those days, it was like He-Man, Casper. It could be a G.I. Joe Cobra.
Man, everybody remembers Casper.
Oh yeah,
Casper ain't even cool no more, and they still sell that fucking Casper costume.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. It's funny you should mention that because I had that costume.
You did?
When I was a little kid, I had a Casper the Ghost costume.
Oh wow.
That my mom had bought for me. And you're right. Those costumes come with the vinyl body costume.
Yeah, you just slip it on.
And they had that little string you tie in the back.
You tie it on like an apron. It was almost like an apron.
Yeah, it was. Apron, yeah. And that shit would tear so easy.
Yeah, it was.
Nothing you could do if it got. Well, I guess that was the cool thing about it. Like nothing would get on it. Like everything
you
was
spilled all kinds of shit on it. Yeah, you'd be fine.
You could wear that shit in an oil spill. That shit would like you would not be affected.
I think they're using those costumes to clean up the oil spill over there.
Yeah, I think they're giving those birds instead. You see like all drenched in oil. I think they're giving those birds those costumes to wear now.
The Iron Man bird, He-Man bird,
a Batman bird. Oh, and there goes that Casper bird. Boo.
Yeah. Oh man. But the thing with those costumes, number one, you slip them on, but the thing that sucked about those costumes were the actual masks themselves, which were plastic, hard plastic. So when you put those motherfuckers on, they gave you like a strap, an elastic strap to strap that shit on. And the thing is, those masks would cut. Those things weren't fit to size. Those things were one size fits all. You snap that shit. You cut your fucking head when you snap that shit on you. And the mask itself would cut into your skin because you had the little beady eyes where the plastic would like. It was almost like it would indent into where it was touching your skin. Man, your face would be all cut up like a mofo after wearing that.
You try to wear those fucking masks and you. Because I don't even know why they let kids wear that. I'm sure some kids somewhere lost their eyeball or something. Because the edge of those plastic masks would just cut into your skin, no matter how you wore it. Like the eye socket part.
Oh yeah.
The eye holes, they would always like be the most uncomfortable thing. And that shit was. They had you remember that? They had that fucking little hole right there that you couldn't stop sticking your tongue into.
Yeah.
And you were supposed to breathe through that.
Yeah, and you were so stupid. Because, I can put my tongue through here. And then you put your tongue through, and then when you pull it out, you fucking cut your tongue open.
Oh, yeah, you always cut your tongue and shit. And then you would, you were sweating that thing, you couldn't breathe, and you try to talk, and like, you go up to a door, and all those, everybody around you be like, trick or treat! Everybody with a cool costume, not the cheap costume your mama bought you, and you sit up there like,
You're screaming, help me out of this fucking country. I can't take it off.
Everybody got their candy and gone, and the girl will be looking at you. I can't understand you. What are you saying? I can't understand. I'm sorry. And they just shut the door, and you.
And then you walk away and you run into the mailbox because you can't see shit.
And meanwhile,
it looks like Michael Myers in the beginning of Halloween. I'm always wondering, this has to be a movie because how can that Michael Myers see where he's going? That motherfucker's walking upstairs, opening up doors, grabbing kitchen knives. I couldn't do none of that shit wearing that mask.
And that's a funny thing. You never thought like, well, why not just lift the mask up so I can talk? But no, I ruined the illusion. You wanted to be
exactly.
fucking that guy who you were.
You were, I was He-Man.
Yeah, exactly. If you were dressed up like He-Man, that was it. You ain't taking that mask off. I'm fucking He-Man until I get home and count my candy, which is gonna be like about 2 pieces, since nobody can fucking hear me say trick or treat.
That's right. Give me candy, or I'm gonna beat your ass like I did Skeletor. Stole that motherfucker's candy too.
Fucking, and that fucking thing would just stick to your face, man.
It was. I'm always telling myself, like, I'm always like, I would love to go find one of those costumes and just put it on now. Just I know it doesn't fit or nothing, but just put one of those on just to do it. Oh man, that would bring back so many terrible and great memories.
Oh man, yeah. You know, when that time has passed, I think about it fondly, man, because even though those costumes sucked,